Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss The Form of To a Shade by William Butler Yeats. We are also going to discuss similes, alliteration, assonance, and images used by the poet, and also some questions. The form of the poem. The rhyme and rhythm of the poem is irregular. The first and second stanzas follow a set rhyme scheme, but the third stanza is completely uneven. The first set of lines in the first stanza conform to a pattern of A B A B C D C D and E, and the second and the third stanzas are different. The second stanza includes a number of half rhymes, such as that between man and known. Otherwise, the lines rhyme similarly. In the third stanza, the lines are almost completely made up of slant or half rhymes. Specific examples include lines 1 and 3 and lines 5 and 7. The stanzas conform to a metrical pattern called iambic pentameter. Many lines contain 5 sets of 2 sets of 2 beats. The first of these is unstressed and the second is stressed. A perfect example can be observed in the first stanza, in which all lines stick to this pattern and in a regular rhythmic pattern. This is used to suggest the tone of the poem by the poet, and the tone is anger and bitterness. As we know that when Yeats penned this poem, he was in a bitter mood. The poem forces the reader also to stop and think about the ingratitude or faithlessness or betrayal by the public of Dublin towards its national heroes. The poet has used similes too in the poem. One simile is observed in the first stanza. This simile is used to convey the contribution of the great Irish heroes like Hugh Lane towards the Irish society. And it is found in the lines, sweeter emotion working in their veins like gentle blood has been driven from the place. Like gentle blood. This is a simile which conveys to the readers how the cultural revival by artists like Hugh Lane can transform the character of the future generations or the coming generations of Ireland by instilling true and good values in them, thus improving their future. Now, the use of alliteration, images, and assonance by the poet. the theme of the poem is sustained or supported by the form of the poem. Alliterations like grey gulls and salt breath of the sea are used to present concrete images. We have already studied images while we were discussing the meaning of the first stanza. We had seen that Yeats presents concrete nature images like salt breath out of the sea and the grey gulls and gaunt houses. Assonance is also used in the following line where the sound O is repeated in a very musical pattern, and it is whether to look upon your monument. Some of the questions which can be formed on the text are as follows. The first one: who were the poets who influenced Yeats? The second one can be: what role did Yeats play in the Irish struggle for independence? Third one: who are the figures addressed to or referred to in the poem? Fourth one: how does the poem relate to them? The fifth one: why Charles Parnell and Hugh Lane are still ignored in Ireland? What has been Ireland's loss because of their absence? Why does the poet, that is Yeats, urge the ghost of Charles Parnell to return to its tomb, that too with its head covered? Comment on the style of the poet. What poetic devices has the poet used to convey the meaning of the poem? Other questions can be: critically analyze the poem. What is the theme of the poem? Who were the political personalities who are addressed in the poem? Thank you.